Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol MJTK. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did do this analysis on Friday, so that's where these red and green lines are coming from. And I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. A very nice day today. Great way to start off the week. Now, there is a little bit of perspective that goes into this chart, meaning if you are a day trader and you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 12 seconds, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. But if you care about the big picture of things, the overall grand scheme of everything, then the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And when you're building those long-term uptrends, that's what it's all about. Building higher lows, putting in those higher bases. And again, like I said, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to do that. So the first thing I want to do, though, is a little bit of house cleaning here. Get rid of these green lines on here. Yes, they still pertain to the chart, but they're just not relevant. And from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to have 8 million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, so we'll try to keep this as clean as possible. The first update, though, that needs to be made is, comes from a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So 0085 was a level of resistance going into today, but now that the price is above it, you want to see it act as support, and actually that's exactly what it did. You can see the price open there, and then on the back test, bounced directly off there. So a good little quick example of, just a resistance turning into support right there. Ideally, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the strongest going forward? If the price can stay up above this point right here at 0.0105, that would be the best case scenario. But by no means if the price breaks below it am I saying that everything's totally ruined or anything like that. At the end of the day, again, from the big picture perspective, as long as the price is above that purple line there, which is the 50-period simple moving average, the bulls are in full control, no questions asked. Now, what about levels of resistance? Let's talk about a couple of these. Now, there's two main levels of resistance. The first one is what I call the fun one, meaning and I'll be the first to admit, it is definitely always fun to talk about, breaking new highs, testing new highs. And that's where this level of resistance comes in. All those topic of conversations revolve around 0.0195. But usually, and this is the case here, sometimes there's, other bridges that first need to be crossed. So yes, 0.0195 is a level of resistance. But the first bridge, the first kind of, like I said, bridge, hurdle, whatever you want to call it, that in my mind needs to be crossed is right up there at 0.017. So before you start talking about, the fun one, breaking new highs, all that, the bulls are first going to have to fight through that 0.017 mark. But all in all, like I said, very healthy day. And as long as the price keeps on putting in these higher lows and continues to, build higher bases, that's the name of the game in terms of building that long-term uptrend. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.